Vice President, Ambassador, our dear friend, and
let's make sure our sound is better.
The man who is behind all of this, and the workers here. I want to thank you. All of our visitors, people who are going to benefit from the work here. I want to say thank God today for bringing us here again after several months when we came here to do the groundbreaking. You know, we live in a country and we are here to tell the Liberian people that what we are here to do this time is to begin to set up a new country, new in the sense of what we would like this country to be. Give it a sense of direction, commitment, and that's what you are doing. The sacrifices you're making to make things happen, we want to thank you for it. But in particular, I want to thank our Chinese partners for their commitment. They promised and they are delivering. We went to China, they recommitted themselves, and we see the rate at which the work is progressing. We are very grateful. But one of the ways to show gratitude to people is to use what they gave you properly. And your own contribution to help them achieve what they promised. And that's what you are doing. Dedication. Sometimes people grade you by what represents you. And today, I want to say thanks again for having a compound such as this that we can be proud of. A place that represents a country that is going to celebrate 178 years. And that's our determination. Every day and night we work to make this country respected, to give you people hope, to believe in your, but something is inside when you contribute to make it. In fact, he's going to appreciate it more because he's taking it from the very start. Never before are we going to have such a broadcasting station. And I have said, let LBS not be a government broadcasting station. It should be a public broadcasting station. So when you were talking about the people, the dialect people, you know, even though they do it in the dialect, but of course, that's what we are. We are dialect people. So that's who they represent, and that's what the country is about. We want everybody to hear their people speak. You don't know what we accrue to what we're doing today. I take a small example that you will contribute to the budget through the diet. The people in the market, they handle our local currency. By the time you look, it's mutilated and we have to replace it. They will teach them how to handle it. They will teach them sanitation. Even they don't know it. They'll make them a part of this society. That's what we want to do. Bring the people on board so we all can understand that this is our background. That's where we are. It will unify us. It will help us to understand who we are, where we're going, and appreciate our country. So I want to thank you all generously. We are not making big promises. I want to say that if you want to see something work well, you have to contribute to it. Since you have made a sacrifice, we will take your case to the right people that work here. You donned it, not for money, but for your country. And that is more important. And we are here to support you. That's why we're trying to do the best to put the right general of this place. All of us need to support what is happening. I like to be part of a country that makes me proud. Every good thing I see somewhere else, I say, I wish we were in Liberia. That's the spirit I have. And we hope we build that spirit. If we do that, we'll be even afraid to throw people in the street. We'll be afraid to litter the streets. We'll be proud of our country. And I know you are doing that together with us. God bless you. Thank you, DJ. As always, you have my support. You have my support very much. Tell us, and we try to work with us within the system. Thank you again.
His Excellency President Boakai there speaking to staffers of the LBS, speaking to his core of Liberians who were here to witness him touring the Liberia Broadcasting System.
Obviously, it's important to note that he acknowledged the workforce here at the Liberia Broadcasting System, and of course the work that's been done here. The work that he's doing here with the. I'm just passing through. I'm just passing through. Yeah, I'm just going through. I'm just going through. So it's the president. Yes.
Mr. President, hello, my name is Master Talu, and
everywhere.
witnessed any improvement in the infrastructure and everything about LBS?
That improvement, I see a new ELBC everywhere. And I'm very grateful for that.
So what does it say about your commitment to taking your government to the people?
It's not a talking issue. We mean it every day. We talk about it. We want the Liberian people to become proud of their country, and that's the job that we are here to do. I've told you people over and again, I'm not here for presidency. I'm here with a commitment to build a country that will represent our people. And for those who used to ask me, what is it you're going to do as president that you couldn't do as vice president? Tell them the race car is now on the racetrack. Yeah? And we're moving this country.
Mr. President, my name is Edward Tamba, and thank you for the support to the national broadcaster. I just heard the testimonies from the Director General. You have attached so much interest in the national broadcaster in radio and television. Why is that so, Mr. President?
Because I want the public to be informed. I want this country to be a country that will learn the truth. We hear too much garbage on social media. The truth will come from here so that the Liberian people will know. And we are going to support that fully.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you so much. That was His Excellency.
Yes. That was the President of Liberia responding to our questions there about the national broadcaster. But first, I think that was a brilliant question.
Yes. That tells you that the president, knows you, sees you, even though you think that you're invisible. But
and the president says he sees you everywhere. Let's just see that one. They are informally at the Liberia Broadcasting System television. Sisi, welcome to your home.
Thank you. I'm delighted to be here. You know, LBS is my home. So whatever is going on here, I should be a part. This is why I'm here.
And I'm happy to see you back. Is that you have not forgotten your roots?
I will never forget LBS. But LBS is my root.
Thank you so much, Sissy Leclerc is a current police spokesperson of the Liberia National Police. Ambassador Ba, how are you, sir?
So we have the Presidential Press Secretary, Ula Fofana. Welcome
Madam Fofana.
LBC.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here this afternoon or this morning.
So looking at the visit and as the communication person, what does it say about the President's communication team?
Thank you very much. I think this is a very important part because, you know, when the President went to China, but this was one of the commitments of our Chinese counterparts, specifically meeting the President of China, that they will help, you know, to support our communication processes. And the construction of this complex will really mean well for the Liberian people. And as you listen to the President, he wants Liberians to know the actual story. And time has passed that we will support individual and not institution. The President is committed to supporting the national broadcaster so that everyone in Liberia can hear actually what's happening, not just hearing but seeing, because what we've learned that the work you all are doing on television, taking television to our people so that people will not just say but they can see the workings of the government and they can interact with the President. This for the President is a very important move and he's committed to doing that.
Madam Fofana, not many presidents normally come to the national broadcaster, even though it's a government run thing. But this is the second time President Boakai is making a visit here in less than a year. If you sit with the President, what does he say about the media? What does he say about the national broadcaster specifically?
You know, for a very long time, public institutions, especially radio, are used by politicians to control the narrative, to say this is what's happening or to calm down on dissent. And this is a way in which the President wants to make sure he has an open government. It's one thing to say I'm having an open government, but it's another thing that the people themselves can be a part of that driving process. And this was one of these efforts. And this is not going to be the last time, and this is the second visit. He was here when, and you saw, in fact, one of the most important things the President did mention on the opening of the studio, that he wants the Liberian to be involved, and he himself want to come and talk to the Liberian people about changing the narrative, showing the Liberian people what's happening. And I think this is a very good thing for our communication side, and we are committed to supporting all of you, and not just the national broadcaster, but all communication institutions. But this, the national broadcaster must be supported to do the work that they have to do.
Thank you so much. But before I let you go, there's an improvement on the project, and the President has always committed to supporting the national broadcaster. Are we hoping to see something in the budget for LBS and maybe salary increment for employees as well?
I can speak to that, but we all work the President.
And of course, the Chinese team will help us to get the new technologies.
Final question from me. We heard the President Xi, the last focus, that Liberia-China relationship had now moved to a strategic level. What does that mean to the Kuma Liberian watching? What strategic mean? Does it mean bread and butter issue? Will it put something on the table?
Yes, good question. Thank you for asking. The strategic partnership not only means that both countries can cooperate on a number of issues internationally, but also this will bring tangible benefits to our Liberia friends. Say, during last year's FOCAC Beijing Summit, China provided treatment of the zero tariff for Liberia's products on 100% tariff lands. And this year, China expanded this treatment to all the African countries with diplomatic ties with China. So I think this will bring more tangible benefits. to not only Liberia friends but also to African peoples.
Ambassador Yin, my name is Anthony Williams from State Television. You are about to equip LBS with state-of-the-art equipment and television equipment. Are you also thinking of spending some money or making some investment in human capacity building, because the staffers here also have to get themselves familiarized with the brand new equipment that you are bringing to Liberia?
Thank you. Yes, and this is this building is for the LBS, and I think this not only covers the building but also there will be some training programs. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ambassador.
Director General, please can you have an interview with us, sir? Mr. DG, this is the second time the president is visiting you. You feel lucky, don't you?
I don't think I feel lucky. I think it's just his statesmanship in play, because when you give people a little work to do, you want to check on them periodically to make sure the work is being done. So that's why I always say this is big people government. When mature people give you work to do, later on they will check on you. Have you done this work? Have you done this? Have you done that? And what you see is statesman's craft in motion. He gave me a piece of job to do, and he came and broke grounds for the first phase, and now he came today to inspect the work, and he was extremely pleased, very excited, very happy. In fact, along the hallway he asked, have you people been working 24/7? These were the words of the president. He said, it appears that you people have been working from Sunday to Sunday, complete 24 hours a day. And I think that credit goes to the workers, that credit goes to the employees, because they themselves have kept this compound clean. They've worked so hard to make LBS what it is today. And we are proud to take our position as the #1 media entity in the nation. We're proud to take that position.
Mr. Director, I want you to break the news, because this project has gone more like 80, 85, 90%. Are we expecting it completed in the next few months?
Definitely this place will be ready for use, hopefully by November. You will be in a complex that will be housing 7 studios, and instead of the 500 kVA, you will be using 1 meg. That's what you will be using, and we will have a 10,000 kilowatt transmitter broadcasting where people in Guinea, Sierra Leone, La Cote d'Ivoire can hear us.
DG, you also made mention of the arrival in country, a brand new broadcast van, OB van for LBS. When do we expect to see that on display?
The van is in town, but it will be on display when it gets on display. We don't want our colleagues to say you guys are overfinanced. No, we're not overfinanced. We are workaholics, and when we set out to work, we work because that's what we're here for.
Mr. Fagon, the Chinese ambassador, I know we had an earlier conversation. You visited China, and you looked in his face right now and you said, look, can I give us this kind of beautiful building without training? So far, only one person who is currently in China is undergoing training. To address the elephant in the room, you think, what are you looking at when it comes to training? Because you can have a beautiful car, nice one, a Ferrari, Bugatti. If you don't have a driver, that car is useless. What is it you want the Chinese people to do for you if they're watching us?
Right now, they're always watching. And you heard us share a joke, him and I and myself. What we joke about is I spoke at the Chinese graduation at the University of Liberia, the Confucius Institute.
Right.
And I said that the shoes the Chinese has given us has become small because we've grown beyond the shoes. And he took that statement seriously. And one of our deputies in China undergoing training, a lot more to follow. We got 3 months to go. They have a commitment to help us with training. We're looking forward to them training us. But the group that will come to install the equipment will begin the first phase of the training. So, but we're going to send people from here to China for training. It's just a matter of time. But they're not going to give us this new complex and not train our people to operate it. I can guarantee you that that is in the works. It's just that we're not ready to spill the beans. Not yet.
Mr. DG, you sound worried about the welfare of your people with the money being owed by the CSA. You making direct mention about the CSA's boss, Mr. Jokai. You want to further emphasize on that?
No, I don't think Jokai is holding the money. I think Jokai have some stringent measures in place for hiring. Why it's true, you have to respect that. It's also true that the system needs to run. So by the end of this month, If these people are not hired, half of them will have to go and sit down. It wouldn't dampen our work, but it will cripple us sufficiently. The impact will be felt by the Liberian people. Last year, we had a budget that was approved. The money was given to us. The money was never utilized for the purpose intended. I want to make that explicitly clear. And this year again, the same thing is happening. We've gone 6 months. For an entity like this to spend 15,000 United States dollars on paying contractors who have already been selected to be paid by government, and the money made available, I cannot wrap my head around it. It makes no sense to me. So as a result, many of what we have to do, we have to table it, and everybody thinks we're performing beyond and above the expectation, but we can perform even better. Right now we have vehicles that are down, even though they run around the city. But if we're paying 15,000 to contractors, we're capable of having pickup trucks, right? Running to the southeast, doing everything they're supposed to do. But we're kept down. So again, we're appealing to Boakai. By the end of this month, we're hopeful that these people will be hired. It's our money. It has been given to us. It must be used for the purpose intended.
Thank you, Mr. Director General.
I don't know.
Thank you so much, Mr. Director General. He is the Director General of the Liberia Broadcasting System. Anthony, I want to ask you, what's your impression?
Well, I mean, first off, I've been carried away by how speedy this project has been in terms of the construction. It was given a 2-year duration, but we've not gone half a year yet. I mean, I can see we just have a year since it started, and they've made this massive, efforts on it so far. So I think I can't speak for the rest of us, but I think I'm actually impressed with the work that's ongoing.
I'm even more impressed when the Director General says that they're going to be housing 7 studios. You can imagine what they're going to do for the work.
Instead of the international level style television studios, that's what this place will be hosting.
And I'm also very happy, Anthony, that the Chinese ambassador has also committed to more trainings, because it's important for the staff.
Specifically, because come to think of it, you can't bring state-of-the-art equipment here, and then the staffers
don't know how to use
necessary sufficient training to use these equipment.
But also, it's important to note that, like the Director General said during the tour, that the national television by next year or so will be, or upon the completion of this project, people from Lofa County, people from the surface, you don't necessarily have to, buy a SATCOM or something. No. You can just lift up your little television antenna and watch your television. That's a big boost to the government, and that's a big boost to the national broadcasting system as well, because it tells the story of the government by the people themselves.
Sure. Definitely. So Edward, His Excellency the President was also impressed. You heard it from his statement. He congratulated the staffers also. He thanked the management for the effort they've made over the short period of time. He was just here a few months back, broke ground for this project, and seeing this massive work that has been done on it, he was obviously impressed. You heard it from his voice when he was speaking to the staff.
And if we take UJ Fagon voice for gospel, I mean, by November this will be dedicated, and obviously the Liberia Broadcasting System will have to move into that expanded 7-studio complex there to broadcast all of the government's development projects and then everything that the government does in the people of Liberia into a brand new studio and all of that. So kudos again to the management of the Liberia Broadcasting System, but more importantly, kudos to the President of the Republic of Liberia for his support to the national broadcasters.
And we also want to say thanks to you for following us on LNTV Liberia Live. It's been quite a while now since we started this broadcast. Our colleague Demara Fofana has been behind camera. My name is Anthony Williams, and this is
Edward Tamba.
Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.